Garrett. Present day. But why does Aunt Dee Dee keep them, Uncle Grizz? My 6-year-old niece stands behind the door of the closet in the guest bedroom at my parents' old home in New Hope, Alabama. I'm stashing the American Girl doll I completely forgot about with all the other American Girl dolls my little sister collected through the years. I say collected. It was more like she shoved them in a closet. Our great-aunt Thelma gave Dylan a new doll every year at Christmas. Then, when she gave Kimmy her first doll at Dylan's wedding, I told my niece I'd put her far away with her family of other dolls. That seemed to satisfy her. At least it made her stop crying at my sister's wedding reception. Of course, with everything that happened after said wedding reception, I forgot all about Kit Kittredge, who I'd stuck behind my desk in my old bedroom upstairs. My heart nearly stopped when I heard Kimmy screaming. I decided now's not the time to scold her for snooping around in my old things. She's probably learned that lesson. If Aunt Dylan were here, she could tell you why, but I think maybe she plans to give them to her own little girl, if she has one. Kimmy's eyes widen in horror. Won't Aunt Dee Dee love her little girl? Lifting my hand, I pinch the bridge of my nose, rubbing my fingers up and down it to keep from laughing. Of course she will. Then why would she give her a scary doll like that? Uncle Hendrik said those dolls come to life at night when we're asleep, and they do things. Uncle Hendrix was teasing you when he said that. No, he wasn't. Her little eyes are wide as she shakes her dark head. He said she's like that bad doll in that movie, and I can see the way she watches me. She's bad. Clearing my throat, I scoop my niece off her feet and onto my back, closing the closet door. You're wrong. Kit Kittredge is good. I try to remember the movie Aunt Thelma made us watch that went with the doll. I think she solves mysteries. Or maybe she writes for the newspaper. What does that mean? Kimmy's little head tilts to the side and she looks around my shoulder. Yeah, I guess that's an outdated profession. It means she's a good girl. She isn't like that bad Megan doll. She won't hurt you. But why won't Aunt Dee Dee give her little girl a sweet new doll? It's called an heirloom. It's when your parents or your grandparents give you something to help you remember them. Like how my parents gave us Cooters and Shooters, and one day maybe we'll give it to you. A whole restaurant? Her voice goes so high it does a little squeak. Not until you're a grown-up lady like Aunt Dylan, of course. I don't mention it's not exactly how we came to own the place. Granny Lou and Pappy worked hard to make Cooters and Shooters special for all of us to share. One of us will always run it. Why was it so hard for them? My brow lowers, and I think about the story I've heard through the years from my older brothers and Thomas, our old cook. It's a story of family love and faith, and I was about Kimmy's age when I first heard it. Granny Lou had a dream when they first moved back to New Hope and bought this house on the hill, when I was still a little boy. You were a little boy? The shock in her voice makes me laugh, and I don't try to hide it this time. I guess it's hard for a first grader to imagine a 6'4" former offensive lineman was ever small. If my brothers are to be believed, I never really was. Let's see. It was almost 30 years ago, before Aunt Dylan was even born.